Hello, everyone. Sorry. Hello, everyone. So, yes, it's late, and the general is purporting a duty. I just want to let you all know that I love you all. I love you all with. Um, I love you all with my life, and yeah, and I just wanted to come and give you, a quick message on what, a quick message about something that's truly, truly, truly a real concern. Okay, it's a true, real concern. Um, for many, many people. And even at one time in my own life. Okay. So I hope everyone is doing well and great. Before I get into anything though, I do want to also uh, say that I did watch the State of the Union. Um, and if you guys see me going back and forth, that's because I'm recording on my Facebook Live and I'm on YouTube Live. Okay. So I did see the State of the Union speech, and I just want to say that brought a lot of joy to see. Um, to see us see the United States, shall I say, in unity and hugging and being human. Okay, we haven't seen that in a while, especially with COVID and everything like that. So that was really good to see. Um, to see unity. Unity is important. It's change in unity. Okay. Give me one second, you guys. That's better. So yes, it's change in unity in unity. So it was good to see that, and good to see people supporting our president. At the end of the day, President Biden is our president, and anytime someone is in a position where them or their family or could be put on the line, which we know we not want that, but I'm just saying that sacrifice must be respected. Okay, so Biden, is President Biden, yes, we love you, and I am praying that all the things that were talked about and discussed, that we are able to get these things done, because American people do deserve it. We all deserve it. And yeah, so that's that. Um, and I'm praying for the best. I pray that we continue to show unity and support for one another. All right. And simply be human, okay? Because that's what we are. We are human beings. We are human beings with emotions, with true concerns, true issues, all of us, no matter who you are. So, again, that was very good to see. It was good to for you to reassure everyone that we are okay, because it's very important. We are united. So we should always be an example of showing unity and being united, okay? Um, so that's that. And then just want to let you know that I am still constantly in prayer for Ukraine and Russia. Um, and it's very good to see so many people again stand with Ukraine and stand behind Ukraine, to see so many different states and cities support Ukraine. And I'm praying that that continues. This is not just a moment, but it continues until we can try to, until there's some type of resolution to that situation, that we continue to support them in any way that we can, okay? And I do understand that there's a lot that goes into it. Like I said, I'm not a politician, so I do understand that is a lot that goes into different things, and how to respond and all that kind of stuff like that. So I'm not going to get that far into it, but um but my prayer is just to make sure, my prayer is that we do stay in unity, and we do stay in support, and we stand for what's right. That's the main thing, is standing on the right side of things. Um, you know, Standing on the right side of things. Some things again are just unnecessary, unprovoked type of situation, and it's not worth all what's going on. But I do believe in that you don't just allow someone to you don't just allow you can't just allow someone to back you in a corner, or just bully you. That's that is not of God. Our God represents courage and strength. And he would never want you to be backed down in a corner, or completely just, bullied into, or bullied out of your position, or bullied out of your possession. He is not, our Father is not, he doesn't agree with anything like that. So, yes. So that's that. Again, I love you all. So the main thing that I was wanting to talk about today was the fact of, the main thing I wanted to talk about was mental health. Okay, so I was doing what I pretty much do every day, and I kind of go through everything and look at things, and um, you know, YouTube and different other things, information around the world and things, and I went past a particular show. Again, I'm not going to make mention of the show or the names, because I'm really not like really, like, I don't really know the political correct way of doing things on social media and stuff like that. So for me, I just some names anyway. Okay, we know that Biden is our president, things like that. But because I just don't know I guess, like, the rules or anything to it, I just I won't I want um bring attention to them in that type of way, because I don't really know how it works. Okay. Um, but I was scrolling past, and they were having a very good discussion about, basically, like, mental health, and, different type of traumas and things like that. And, being able to release those traumas. And while watching the show, because it's something that I um, that's constantly in my spirit, because I know that it's something that people are truly dealing with. And as I've stated plenty of times before, I've had my moments as well, so I'm not exempt. But um, mental health is real, and yeah, mental health is real, and Mental health is real and trauma is real. It truly is. Sometimes it's childhood trauma. It could be childhood. It could be adult. When I was an adult, relationship trauma. However, it's one of those type of topics that um, really cannot be ignored, and it's not a type of topic that can um, really be taken lightly, because people um, are truly hurting and in pain, and truly looking for a way out. They want relief, and they want to be able to live. And I won't say normal, because we're all normal, but they're wanting to live a life of not having that internal conflict, you know, or feeling um, or feeling in that place of being stuck on anger, or stuck in sadness, or stuck in worry and fear. Okay. And so basically in the show, they was talking about, crying and crying out. And I wanted to, you know, just say that things they were saying on the show were pretty much head on. And we most definitely have to, a lot of times, um, we go through um, that type of illnesses because we, as a people, okay, and it doesn't have anything to do with your race, because mental illness is not, it doesn't have a respected person. So it has nothing to do with your race, it has nothing to do with your status. You can be affected mentally. Um, and a lot of times what it is that when you go through things, you don't really deal with them. You're not dealing with what has truly happened. Okay. And when you don't deal with what has truly happened to you, then other things begin to attach itself to you. Okay. Um, like anger and sadness, anxiety. Some of us become completely contaminated, where evil just takes over us completely. And what happens is, well, it happened to me. Nobody cared about me. Nobody seen about me. And um, with me being, with me having, or me being in this complete state of evilness, this makes me feel somewhat good. Makes me feel somewhat good to be, um, you know, to be in this evil state. And I just want to say that it's something that most definitely can, um, that can be helped. I've stated before, I was a kid that went through a lot. I went through a lot. I was always, I was different. I was different. And um, I didn't fit in nowhere. I didn't fit in anywhere with any group of people. Um, I had two teen parents. Um, and they were just kids themselves. So they didn't truly know how to love themselves, as long as try to love a baby. Um, so I went through a lot. And a lot of times, in a lot of families, what you're told is that, um, you just get over it. But in order to truly get over something, you have to face it. You have to truly face it. You have to truly acknowledge it. You have to truly acknowledge that, yes, I've been through something traumatic. Yes, that really did happen to me. Yes, that person did do that. Okay. And we don't. What we do is we use outside things like recreational drugs. I've been there as well. Um, smoking, drinking, just drugs in itself. And what you're doing is you're trying to fade it out, or you're running from it. You're running from your realities. And it's either it happened to me, or it could even be I did it to someone. I hurt someone. But the thing about it is that our God, our Father, is a forgiving Father. Okay? He's forgiving. And he's understanding. Even if the world is not understanding. Yeah, even if the world is not understanding, he's understanding. He's understanding. He understands it all. He understands our temptations. He understands everything. Okay? And not only that, but God is the author of all of our chapters in our book. He's the writer to our book. So he doesn't make any mistakes. It's the reason why we go through what we go through. And yes, I do understand that sometimes we go through some of the most horrific things, and it would make you even question, well, if God was real, why would he allow these things to happen to me? Because you might not know, or you can't see the end of your story, or you might be in chapter 6, but you don't know what's going to happen in chapter 12 or chapter 32. Because God has the plans for our life. He knows everything. And I'm saying it again from experience, from me going through so much. I just remember, this is before I truly was connected. I connected with our Father. I just remember, couldn't understand how and why I was going through so much. Like, God, why would I, why haven't I never really had a true friend? Or why I've never, why everybody betrayed me in some way, or lied, or, I was willing to give up everything for them, but nobody really gave up anything for, why would you, but in this chapter in my life, what I can say is that I thank God that I did not give up. I thank God that I did not give up. And it all makes sense. It all makes sense because another thing is that people overcome by the testimony. So when we're going through things, yes, you're going through things for yourself too, because God is building you for your purpose and things like that. But also, it's for someone else. It's for someone else. Because it's someone, you might be on chapter 32, but it's someone on chapter 12. And they just cannot see their way, and they might not be as strong, or I'm not going to say as strong, but they have not tapped into that type of strength. And you can come along with your testimony, and they could be on the edge. They could be on the brink of jumping off the cliff, and you come along and you tell them that, hey, I went through the same thing and X, Y, and Z happened, and look at me. I didn't give up, and this is where I am today. So the people overcome by the testimony. But the thing that we have to do is truly, truly begin to really talk about our issues and what has happened to us. Happened to us or happened, happened to you. Because I'm going to tell you now, there's not a drug that's going to fix it. Any drug that you have, I will say that it will help to eliminate some of the, I'm trying to find the right word, you guys. I'm not really like good with words and stuff like that, but it'll help you try to, like, I guess, kind of like put a band-aid over it. But see, there's not a drug on this planet that can help you with having low self-esteem. It's not a drug on this planet that's going to help you see your worth. It's not one. And a lot of times we go through so much in our lives that that's what happens. That be the core of it, is that we don't see our self-worth anymore, and we have low self-esteem. So if I feel like I'm not worthy and I have low self-esteem, then you start to tell yourself, well, why am I here? What's the point? Okay, and I wanted to come to let everyone know you are more than worthy. I don't care what you have been through in this life. I don't care what has happened to you. I don't care what has been said about you. I don't care about your mistakes or any of that. You were created by a loving God. A loving God. A God that forgives. A God that tells us that love conquers all. And you're more than worthy to walk this walk and talk this talk like anybody else. I don't care what they say. I don't care if you sit down at the table and everybody get up the table and walk away from you. And I'm going to tell you this, if that does happen, that just means that you're truly special. You're truly special. You maybe just have not tapped into who you really are and tapped into your true purpose. That could be the reason. But you are worthy. You're special. You were created by the Father. The Father owns everything in this world. You and I. And He was the creator of you. And though along this life you might have had some things happen, you might have done some things, He's still your creator. And He loves you dearly. And if nobody else tells you, I love you as well. But that's the first thing, is truly acknowledging that has happened. Those things did happen to me. Now, just because those things happen to you again doesn't mean that you're less than. Doesn't mean that you're not worthy. Doesn't mean that, like I said, like you're listening and you're not worthy, or, you deserve it, shall I say. It doesn't mean that you deserve it. It is truly a part of your book, your book of life. It's truly a part of your book of life. And embrace it. Embrace it. Embrace your chapters of your life. Because when you keep going, you're going to realize that it was all worth it. And it's coming from somebody that really went through it. I went through all of that. I went through low self-esteem. I went through feeling unworthy. I went through, like I said, always trying to fit in. I was always trying to fit in. So I could never just be myself because I was, I was, I just was different, I can't really explain it. It's just what some people were thinking about. My mind was like way, I wasn't, I was just thinking about, bigger things, you know what I mean? Even as a young girl, um, about how things could be better and change and different things like that. So I would find myself just being around people and just having to settle for conversations and people that really, I didn't fit in with, and it made me not want to be myself. And I struggled because I wasn't myself, so I struggled with having low self-esteem and just truly feeling unworthy. Okay, and low self-esteem don't have anything to do with looks, because you can be beautiful and still feel low about yourself internally. You can be beautiful and have everything, but still feel unworthy. Those type of things are internal things. That's internal issues. And it's nothing in this world that can fix that. No amount of money, not a man, not nothing, not your children, not a job, not you moving from state to state, nothing. Not a drug, nothing. And self-esteem is a compound word. If I'm saying it right, I might not, but y'all know what I mean. But esteem is the root word to self-esteem, and esteem truly comes from your surroundings and your environment and the people that you're around. So if you are around people that are not feeding you positivity, they are not feeding you, good things about yourself, then your self-esteem is going to lack. Some of us are walking around with low self-esteem and we don't even know we have it. We don't even know we have it because we have constantly, for years, what we did was we cope with it by just ignoring it. A lot of us, our coping mechanism is ignoring truly what's going on in the inside. A lot of us are dealing with unworthiness and we're not aware of it because our coping mechanism is just acting like it's not there. So again, I'm going to say deal with it. I'm going to say acknowledge it. Acknowledge it. Acknowledge what has happened. Does it hurt when you acknowledge it? Yes. When you have to go back Sometimes, for some of us, we got to go back in time. We've ran so long from things. We've ran so long that we have to go back in time, go back, to really see what happened and when it happened. But what I can say is that when you acknowledge it, that's the first step. Okay. Then once you acknowledge it, you have to release it. You acknowledge it, you accept it, and then you release it. Sometimes with releasing it, and it can make you, sometimes when you have to acknowledge it, it can make you angry. For some of us, it makes us angry. Some of us, it makes us sad. Some of us, it makes us want to shut down and all of that. But whatever you do, you must release it. Don't let your anger, don't take your anger out on others. For me, what worked for me is truly just having to be by myself and, having to go through those different emotions by myself and talking to God. But I'm not saying to do that because everybody is not the same. Everybody is not at that place to be able to be alone and deal with things by themselves. So I'm not recommending. I'm just telling you that's what I had to do. But you must release it. You may need to speak with someone. It's nothing wrong with going to a counselor, just to be able just to talk about it. Sometimes you need to talk about it, and sometimes you just need to cry. Cry it out. It's nothing wrong with crying. I'm gonna tell you this as well. When you cry and the Father hears your cry, our Father does not play about our tears. When you cry out to God, He hears that cry. And it's just like any other parent. When we hear our kids cry, we know. When they start crying, we know it's serious. That's the same way with our Father. When we start crying, He knows it's serious. So it ain't nothing wrong with crying out. I'm not saying everybody be walking around here and we just everybody crying and we become a world of crybabies. No. But I'm saying that because a lot of us are also taught that, and I'm saying that because I was taught that way, that crying was not something that I should do. Crying was for like weak people, and it's not. Crying is a way. Crying is a way to release. Crying is a way to release. Crying is a way to cleanse. But yeah, release it, release it. Talk to someone. Talk to someone. Find you a buddy. A lot of times too, when we're not connected to God like that and we're in the world, we don't really, when we see like people that love God, we like to label them as, the holy rollers or they go to the holy people or, the church people, that type of thing. But, and, with everybody, I'm not going to say all, because I do know that some people are, they may go to church, but they don't really have good intent a lot of times. But then there's some that are. But a lot of times they don't, because of how, some label them and things, they keep to themselves. But even them, find you someone that truly loves the Lord and you know, you can even talk to them, but it has to be someone that truly loves God and, know God and know how to pray, shall I say. But you find you someone like that and, talk to them if you feel like you can't go to a counselor or something like that. And like I said, and talk to God. talk to God. Get you a Bible. It's all kind of Bible apps. Where you can get you download the Bible. No one is exempt for God. Our God is not untouchable. He understands. He's ready to meet you where you are. I don't care if you're smoking, drinking. I don't care. He's ready to meet you right where you are. And our God, He wants us to be in a place of peace, internal peace, joy. He wants us to be there. He does not want us to be walking around here hurting with pain and things like that. He doesn't. But when we hold on to those things, what happens is we develop brain sores. When we hold on to that trauma and pain, we develop brain sores. It's just like if you keep eating, you got a high salt intake. High salt intake develop high blood pressure. So you keep having trauma after trauma, and guess what? Trauma not gonna stop. So if you're not dealing with it, it's just more and more and more and more and more, which develops brain sores. Develop brain sores, and you get into extra things, and those extra things is only putting a little band-aid. But then you keep going through more trauma, and then guess what? It just makes it worse and worse and worse and worse. You were not born. None of us were born to have mental anguish. None of us was born to get to the point in our lives where we feel like life is not worth living. And those people are not different from you or me. It's just that those people truly, truly felt like they could not take it anymore. They felt like they couldn't take it anymore. And it's very hurtful because they wasn't built for that. They were built to live life and have it more abundantly. But whatever their issues were overtook them. And a lot of times we just don't be there. And then a lot of it is because we don't love correctly. We are some nasty people. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Our hearts and stuff is so nasty and contaminated. We don't care about people. If it ain't got nothing to do with us, or if we're not having a moment right then you talking about people. You talking about them. You highlighting their weaknesses. You discussing their weaknesses with groups of people. You talking about it in their face, behind their backs. When truly that person just need to be loved. Truly that person just truly needs to be loved. Truly that person need to be loved, and truly that person just wants someone to accept them for who they are. And we're truly missing the mark. And sometimes it don't even have to do with parents. It has something to do with peers. It has something to do with peers, like again, social peers. Person just wants to be accepted for who they are, just wants to be loved. And for some, that is like, no, 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 because no, love, no, truly, love conquers all. And the Bible also tells us, with love and kindness have I drawn thee. But we don't do that. Some of us become so big and so grand. Or like I've said before, I'm not in my moment right now. So I'm going to talk about you in your moment. That you truly forget that person is a human being. We are human beings. And we'll go so far with it to a person truly says enough is enough. We don't even pay attention to signs. We don't pay attention to the signs because we're talking about the people. People be saying it so many ways, or their actions just showing it in so many ways that their actions just showing it in so many ways that they're getting tired and they're tired of fighting. But even in those moments, we talk about it. Some of us should really, and I say this all the time because it's truth, we really have to cleanse our hearts and really bring ourselves down. Because this situation has become a really big one amongst our families. Just love someone. As simple as that. Help them. Help them and love them. If they're down, you see that your friend is down and it's your friend, then you should know what your friend like. Do something nice that they like to do. It's simple things. You see that your friend is struggling, maybe fitting in, then sometimes you stand with your friend. You know what? We don't have to hang out with everybody. I'm gonna come, let you and me hang out. Like, we don't want to sacrifice anything. We don't want to give up nothing. But that's what true love is. Love is truly having to give up something, have to sacrifice some things. And we're not doing that. We are mean. I'm going to tell you just like it is, y'all. A lot of y'all are really mean. Y'all are judgmental. And I'm going to be honest with you. Many of the ones that's judgmental are the ones that's dealing with it themselves. And that's why you're pointing a finger and talking about somebody else because, excuse me. That's just straight grapefruit juice, y'all. But a lot of y'all that's doing it is doing it because y'all the ones that's struggling yourselves. Ain't nobody else gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you for you. I'm gonna tell them for you. Y'all struggling yourselves. So, stop. Be kind. Be nice. Even if you think a person is different, so you're different too, but you're probably being fake. That's why you're fitting in. Okay? I'm not saying that for everybody. Everybody have a different story, have a different story they're gonna tell, but I'm just saying sometimes that be the case. Be nice. It don't cost anything to be nice and kind. You never know what somebody has been through. You never know what somebody is struggling with. And then here you come with your nasty comments and your nasty remarks and your judgmental labels and your what you think it is. And you don't push somebody over the edge. Because they couldn't take it. Mamas, you have to acknowledge the fact when there's something going on. When there's something going on. And I get it because, like I said, the world has made such a big stigma around it. And it's so judgmental that many don't want to say anything, don't want to get your children taken. But if you haven't gotten to that place, you can get on your knees and pray, and God help you and deliver you. You most definitely need to get to somebody, counselor or something, so you can get help and assistance. Okay? If you are having feelings like you don't want your child and you don't want to be, that stuff is not normal. As mothers, we are born to nurture. I mean, we have, yeah, women are born to nurture our children. So when you are feeling a disconnect, then something is going on. Now, it could be just a moment. It could be just a moment where you're just having a moment and you just need to reset. You just need to take a step back. That could be the situation. But hurting our children and doing things like that is never good. Hurting children, hurting yourselves. And I stand with you. And I'm really fed up. I know, and our Father is fed up. Our Father is fed up with it in itself, y'all. This world is horrible. Some people in this world are horrible. Y'all make people feel, how you make someone feel bad about stuff they done been through, and now it's piling up on them, and they feel like they're on the verge of breaking down. Some people cannot control what they've been through in their life. It has a lot to do with a lot. Environment, who raised them, a lot. And y'all try to make people feel that way. And then, you have mothers at home, people, period, but mothers as well, at home silently hurting by themselves alone. And they break. They break. Fathers. Their fathers are not, they have their moments as well. And they've been through a lot. And then again, they break. They break. And when all they needed was some love and understanding and encouragement, a lot of times it's just what it is. Love and, encouragement and need a break. Need a true break. A break without somebody judging a break. Oh, you're a mom, so you shouldn't, you're a mom. And so, oh well, daddy left. Okay, dad left, but you the kid's mom, so you supposed to be there doing it all day, every day by yourself. She's human. Yep, she was born to nurture, but she deserves a break. She deserves a break. For the ones of us that do. You know, when your kids are a little bit older, you don't, it's not because they can kind of, fend for them. I can imagine having 2, 3, little ones running around at one time. And people saying, well, she shouldn't have had all them kids. Well, she shouldn't have did that. Well, she shouldn't have did that. Oh, well, the daddy left them your kids. No. Yeah, they kids are kids. And he shouldn't have been able to leave her like that. But that's just where we live in. And that's made to be okay. So, but regardless if he left her or not, she shouldn't have to bear that type of bear that alone without some type of genuine help. And that's why I love when Biden said he want to lower child care costs. And I hope that does happen for real, because that is a big problem. A lot of parents do not have that break to just be able to reset. We all have to reset. We all deserve to reset. You need to. Sometimes you have to pull back from everything. Everything. You have to unplug. Because we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against spirits and principalities. So regardless if you believe it or not, there's always a war going on. Always evil is around. And some of us are not spiritually awake and not spiritually sound, so we don't even understand that we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but it's always. And it's truly sad and heartbreaking. And I'm not saying that it's a perfect world and that, like I said, God has a plan for everybody. And sometimes God allows things to happen. People leave here early, and it's not a situation where, the devil did it. No, not every time. The God does allow things. But then there are some situations that is truly premature. It is truly premature because evil has consumed them, consumed their hearts. Either that or truly they just gave up. They just gave up. They didn't see life worth fighting for anymore. And we got to stop taking it lightly. And we got to stop putting our mouths on people. And you want to talk about somebody's mental health or their status, I need you to reevaluate yours before you speak on somebody else's. and ask yourself, have I really dealt with my own trauma? Have I dealt with my own trauma? So before you do that, please do that, please, you guys. I get it. Some people are not. Some people are again, I always say some people are completely consumed with evil. So they're not going to do it. You're just going to continue to do it. And you are the ones that, I'm telling you now, the ones that's completely consumed with evil, y'all the ones that, so why I can constantly stay in prayer and in communication with my Father. I love my Father and I love his children. Um I love him because he loves us. And I'm speaking this because it's a serious issue and he loves his children. He loves us so much. And the world truly has contaminated a lot of his children by the nastiness. Some of the social media comments. Some of the social media comments. Way too far out there. Way too far out there. Honestly, I think there should be some type of something, ban, monitoring, or something that if you're doing that, then you're gonna get it. Listen, page is gonna start getting shut down. I went page shut down, fine them and everything. Bet you get a fine, you're gonna stop doing it. Speaking on somebody's um, weakness and speaking on people in that type of way. Some of y'all are really nasty. Them social media comments are so nasty, it's not even funny. It's not. It's not even funny. And social media is not a bad thing because look at what I'm able to do right now, and most people are able to do. You know, advertise, um, deliver messages, promote good things. But then some of y'all, again, the ones that's completely consumed, y'all use that. Y'all use this avenue to spread your pollution. And it's not nice. My Father is so disappointed and displeased with that. And I am too. And again, I just want to say anyone that's dealing with that, anyone that is feeling not worthy, low self esteem, stuck on sadness, stuck on anger, stuck on feeling worried or scared. I just want to tell you this one thing, that if no one in this world accepts you or can truly see your worth, you are more than worthy to the Father. You are royalty to the Father. You are a precious stone to the Father. Stay strong and be of good courage. Stay strong and be of good courage. You don't have to, don't allow anyone or anything make you feel like you're not worthy to live like royalty should. Because you are royalty to the kingdom of God. He loves you so much, and you're very special to him. And he placed something inside of you which no one else on this world can bring. Everybody have a purpose. I won't say that God won't use someone, but there was something in you and designed for you that no one else has. And I encourage you to begin to acknowledge the Father and let him reveal those things to you so you can truly walk into your full potential and your purpose in this life. Don't focus on what someone else has, what someone else is doing, because you have your own purpose. You just got to tap into it. You got to tap into it. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. And you're perfect to the Father. The world might see your flaws and judge your flaws and say all these things that could be better. Compare you to others and everything like that. But to the Father, to our Father, you're perfect. Everything on your body, every blemish, eyelash, eyebrow, whatever. The world will call it a flaw, but our Father calls it perfection. So the world sees flaws, but our Father does not see it because our Father created us in his image. He took his time. You wasn't made, you just wasn't thrown together. Okay, here go no. He took his time. He took his time with his children. You were carefully made. You were carefully made. You were not just thrown together. You were carefully made. Every part of you, to every last hair on your head, to every last hair on your head, it was positioned. And let me tell you something. With that type of love, nobody on this earth got that love or accept me at this point. Be honest with you. Because guess what? Your own parents can't count the hairs on your head. Your birth parents can't do that. So I'm just here to tell you, God loves you so much. He loves you so, so much. You're everything to him. You're unique. He made you that way. You're special. He made you that way. You're smart. You're creative. You're talented. You're an awesome mother. You're an awesome father. I don't care what it looks like. I don't care if you're in a place of struggling right now. It doesn't matter. You're awesome. You were blessed. God chose you to give birth to those children. To the ones that's struggling with their parents, guess what? God chose them as your parents. For the ones that's struggling in relationships, guess what? That relationship was chosen for a reason at this time in your life. It could be a relationship where it's going to be something that's there temporarily, or it could be a lifetime. But understand that the Father makes no mistakes. And if it's a relationship that's temporarily, okay. Will it hurt? Well, it might hurt to have to move on. Maybe so. 9 times out of 10 it will. But again, you trust in the Father with all your heart. He doesn't make any mistakes. So if that wasn't the relationship for you and that door closed, that means that there's another door going to open. And there's that relationship probably was a learning lesson for you. There's no losses with our Father. There's no losses with our Father. No losses, only lessons. No losses, only lessons. And I know that could be hard for some to say when maybe you have experienced a great loss, but I would say this: in the Father's eyes, there's no loss, only lessons. There's something that we needed to learn in that. So again, count it all joy, because you know that the Father won't make any mistakes. Our Father is perfect. You have a perfect Father. He won't make no mistakes in your book. He won't make no mistakes in writing your chapters. So count it all joy. Be happy. Embrace it. You embrace every trial and tribulation, knowing that these trials and tribulations is only gearing you for something bigger and better and brighter in your life. But under no circumstance do you give up. And I'm telling you from personal experience, I've had times in my life that it became so overwhelming. I could not imagine that those things were happening to me. I couldn't accept it like that. It's happening to me. But I sit here today at 3 o'clock in the morning telling every last person that's going to run past this video that I have true joy in my heart. I have true peace in my heart. As I'm speaking to you all, I still have things going on right now in this moment. But it will not break me. And I need for you all to start standing up to your situations, standing up to your problems. And you face them problems and you face that trauma with boldness and courage. And you look at every traumatic situation and you look at it with boldness. And you say, sadness, you won't break me because you didn't build me. I'm God made. I'm unbreakable. Fear, you won't break me because you didn't build me. I'm God made. Heartbreak. You won't break me. Because you didn't build me. I'm God made. You stand up with courage. And you stand with boldness. Betrayal can't break me. You didn't build me. God made. I am God made. Everything about me, my mind, my heart, my spirit, I'm God made. You can't break something that you did not build. You didn't build me. So you don't know. You don't even know. You don't really know. You don't really know how you don't know how to you don't know the inside scoop on me. That's basically what you gotta say to it. You don't know the inside scoop on me. Mm-mm. You don't even know how to get to it. Stop letting it overtake you. And you stand up to it and you face it with boldness, with all courage. I belong to my Father. You would not break me. Don't run from me. Acknowledge it. Stand up to it. Face it. I didn't have a father. That's okay. It's not going to break me. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be the father that I never had. I didn't have a mother. That's fine. It's not going to break me. Matter of fact, I'm going to be the mother that I never had. I never had a true friend. That's okay. I'm going to be the friend to myself that I've never had. I can't fit in nowhere. That's okay. I'm going to fit in with myself. But don't let something that didn't even build you break you. Don't let no one get that type of victory over you. You were born victorious. You were born a conqueror. I'm not saying it to say that. I am saying it because it's the truth. You were born a conqueror. You were born victorious. The battle was already won. No man, no man can break you. You were built to stand. You were built to stand in the midst of the biggest storm. You have power and authority to command any storm. I don't care what kind of storm it is. Peace be still in my life. Peace be still in my life. You have what it takes to make it. You have what it takes to fight. We just give up fighting. This life is a fight every day, though. That's another thing that we don't see because we, like I said, we see social media and we see all these wonderful things on social media, but that's not reality. Reality is every day you are in it. You are in it to win it. Every day you putting on your boxing gloves and you getting in that ring. Okay. I strongly encourage you to every last one of you to get that Bible open. I don't care who you are, where you are. I don't care if you're on a street corner. I don't care if you, what you own, what you're doing. The Father loves you, and the Father wants to meet you right where you are. He has no respect of person. All he sees is your heart, and he wants to heal you and deliver you. And he wants to make you whole. Let the Father make you whole, not people and not situations. The Bible tells us if you acknowledge, he says, if you acknowledge me first, then all these things will be added unto you. But see, a lot of times we are not whole. We're around people that maybe not mean us that good, no good. Sometimes it ain't even the people don't mean us no good, it's just that we're not whole and we're not completely healed. So, that could be it as well. But you don't want situations or people to complete you. You want it to be an addition to you. So if it's taken away from you, it's not taking something away from you, like from your core. But we allow people to, and again, this is again my personal experience where you are allowing people or situations to complete you, to make you feel whole. Oh, I got this person in my life, so when I have this person in my life, it makes me feel good. It makes me happy when he's around or when she's around. No, baby, you gotta already be happy. Or no, you should already, I'm not saying happy, but you should already have joy. You should already have peace. You should already have understanding within yourself. You get what I'm saying? You should already have that. Not that person is bringing that type of thing to you, because if that person leave, guess what? That person's gonna take your joy away. That person's gonna take your peace away. Take your sanity. So don't do that. Let our Father be. Let the Father make you whole. You need to already be whole, and you already need to be filled up. And when I say filled, I mean filled to capacity. From the crown of your head to the sole of your feet. You really don't have no room. You have no room for anything internally. But I got so much in me. This is how I should be. I have so much in me that I can love you. I'm filled up so much that I can love you. But you don't complete me. And we allow that to happen to us, and we let people complete us, and then when they're gone, we are having a hard time. It's so hard. Some people never bounce back. That heartbreak thing that's one of the biggest traumas, and some people just never bounce back. We never bounce back because that person truly completed us, and when that person left, that person took our soul with it. They took our heart with it. Not the person broke my heart, but the person took my heart. The person took my heart, the person took my mind and my soul. And I'm just lost. I can't figure it out. I don't know if I'm going or coming. I don't know what's going on with me. Never that. Never that, ladies or men. Never let nobody do you like that. Never let nobody, like I said, complete you in any kind of way. They are only an addition to. So if you're here today, gone tomorrow, I'm still planted like a tree by the water. I'm still in the ring. I'm still in it for the fight. I think I'm going to do, what's the message? Another about heartbreak in itself, because heartbreak is one of those things that's really, 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 it's, those are one of those type of traumas that heartbreak trauma is, it's really bad for men and women, most definitely women though. Women, we deal with it more than anything. Most men bounce back easier, but women, we struggle bad with heartbreak. We struggle bad with heartbreak. But like I said, God is a healer. And women, a man was simply made, but a woman was built. And heartbreak, again, it's not supposed to be something that break you. Because you were built to stand, you were built to last. But if anything, allow it to make you be more confident. This is not something I'm speaking about out of thin air. It's something I'm speaking about personal experience. Let it make you more confident. Let it make you be more loving. To others. Let it make you be more kind. When I said it to to others, to yourself, but more importantly to yourself. Let it make you be more kind and loving to your children. Don't. These men, a lot of these men, I'm not no shade, but a lot of men, y'all was simply made. We'll talk about that more, but I'm not going to heartbreak. That's a whole nother segment about relationships and heartbreak between a man and a woman. But I just wanted to throw that out there. Do not allow heartbreak to break you down, but you allow heartbreak to build you up. If you experience heartbreak or you going through heartbreak in this moment, you let heartbreak be your gas. And I'm telling you, sis, fill your tank up. I'm telling you, brother, fill your tank up. Okay? And put the pedal to the metal. Okay? I'm going to let you guys go. But I just really wanted to come and just say that tonight. I know it's kind of late, but just remind some people that trauma is real. Childhood trauma is real. Childhood trauma is real. Adult trauma is real. Relationship trauma. All that stuff is real. Deal with it. Face it with boldness and courage. Don't run from it. Don't drink it away. Don't try to smoke it away. Deal with it. Because regardless if you deal with it now, you will deal with it in your life. Before we leave this life, you will deal with it. So go ahead and deal with it now. Take it, face it. Once you face it, you can release it. The Bible says, forget those things that are yet behind you and press towards the mark of a higher calling. So our Father tells us, you can forget it. Once you deal with it, you face it, acknowledge it. That happened. Then He says, forget it. Now you can remove the whole thought from you if you want to. Forget it. Let it go. And remember to forgive. There's freedom in forgiving. Forgiving is not for you. Not for them, but forgiving is for yourself. It's for yourself. It's freeing. It's easier. It's easier to deal with it. It's easier to deal with it when you're forgiving. It's like, okay, it is what it is. It happened. I'm not mad. I still wish everybody the best. Love everybody. Everybody still has a friend in me. But that's what happened. And I'm going to do what my Father said. Okay? So I love you all. I would probably bring up another, talk about this some more another time, because like I said, it's a serious thing, serious issue. It's not as serious. Our kids are being affected as well, and that truly does really saddens my heart. But yes, I love you all so very, 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 very much. More than words can express. I love you so much. I don't have the right words to say. And I'm grateful and thankful that God found me worthy enough to even bring these messages to you all. Again, be of good courage. Stay grounded. Understand that you are worthy to our Father. And you are worth fighting for. And it might not look like it right now. You might be right in the middle of the storm. And everything is going all opposite of what you want it to be. But understand, our Father has not forgotten you. He will not leave you or forsaken you. He is right there with you in the middle of that storm. He's right there in the middle. But I am here to tell you that even in the middle of your storm, there is peace. If the Father is with you, there is peace. And there is true joy, true peace, wholeness, comfort, true comfort, purpose, all of that. No matter how bad it looks, you are so worthy. And I love you. But my Father loves you more. Again, not expressed to you. But He loves you so much. More than you'll ever know. So that's all I had for today, or tonight, or this morning, shall I say. Again, I love every one of you. I hope you all have a blessed day, and you have a friend in me. Bye-bye.